Remember in the 50s. It was 1953 and we lived on Avenue 31 in Glassell Park near Eagle Rock. It was my parents' first house and it was painted white as I remember. We had a friend next door who was retired from the Southern Pacific Railroad. He was an engineer during the 20s and 30s and the 40s. As a young child, he taught me a lot about trains and took me to Traveltown to see the old trains. Traveltown was in Griffith Park. He was like a grandfather to me, and he made things for me. I would visit for hours with him. When my brother came along in 1953, he became a friend to him too. My mother used to take us on the streetcar to go shopping in Eagle Rock when I was in the first grade. And I would walk home from school with my friends. In 1957, we moved to Eagle Rock. The house was at 4600 Totem Way, where the house was on top of the garage. We had a very big yard. And the school was across the street from us. I got my first bike that summer. That year, I went into Cub Scouts and my mother was a den leader. Also, I became an altar boy at church and sang in the choir. Well, we would walk to the Oxy Pool, the cottage in the summers, and go to the Eagle Rock Theater on Wednesdays for all-day movies, cartoons, all for 25 cents. When I got older, I would take my bike to Eagle Rock and go fishing at the dam. I'd always have lunch at Bob's Big Boy. I saw my first hot rod in the 50's. Got my first crew cut. I also discovered rock and roll and American Bandstand, and also Elvis. By 1959, I had my first ride in a 1949 Ford hot rod and had my first crush on a girl named Vicky from church. We shared our first kiss. She would later marry a cop, and it would break my heart. The Mickey Mouse Club was about to end its run. But I was still in love with Annette. Buddy Holly would die that year, and my father would start his own business and call it Schofield and Company. The world was a lot different then, and so were we.